Alright guys, really sorry. I just had to shut down one stream because there was no sound. And then I started another one, didn't work very well. So this is my third stream and looks like there's 2 people watching, perhaps. And guys, just let me know if you're getting any sound because it's the exact same person has said hello as on the other stream. So just let me know if you're getting sound, all right? Because last time I wasn't getting sound. I fixed the problem, so hopefully we should be getting sound on this stream now. So please just leave a comment if you can hear the sound, no problem. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, guys. So basically what I want to go through today, we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about some Amex offers that are out there, which is pretty cool. Some pretty cool Amex offers. I'm going to talk about, I just booked a 5-star hotel in Taiwan using Chase Ultimate Rewards points that I earned from the Inc. Business Preferred. So I'm going to talk about that. And I'll also just go through the Amex Green refresh. We'll recap on that. We did do a video yesterday, some kind of a little leak on it, kind of breaking news. And we'll go through that as well. So first of all, I'll talk about some Amex offers out there that you may have missed. Now, I have been using, what's the app called? Max Rewards, quite a good app. This isn't a sponsored video by them. Some of my other videos have been sponsored by them, but they basically activate, it's an app that automatically activates all your offers. So you can use Amex offers, Chase offers, without even realizing that you're using them. So it's actually really good. So basically, I've got like 70 Amex offers active on my gold card right now, which is really cool. So sometimes I use them without even realizing. But there have been some that I've definitely been using on purpose, all right? So right now, and obviously not everyone necessarily gets targeted for these offers, but they are out there. A really good one is Boxed. $75. Spend $75, get $20 back. That's a great one to use, big savings. Then another one I've been using is ShopRite, okay? 1 extra membership reward point at ShopRite. I normally do grocery shopping there, so it's a really good offer to use. And obviously, if you don't know, Amex Gold, it earns 4x per dollar at supermarkets. Now you're getting 1 additional point, so you're earning 5 membership rewards points back per dollar if you do grocery shopping at ShopRite, okay, at the moment. And that ends on December 31st, so you've got like a full 3 months of that, or 2.5 months now, to get 5% back if you are close to a ShopRite and you like doing your shopping there. Obviously, if you don't like it, don't go there just for the rewards, but I like it. Spirit Halloween, they've got an offer on the Amex, well, I've seen it on the Amex Gold card. Spend $50, get $10 back, so that's like a 20% discount. Obviously, that ends on October 31st. And then we've got GoPro. GoPro just came out with some new cameras, actually. It's looking really good. I think it's the GoPro 8. And so if you spend $300, you get 6,000 membership rewards points. I think most GoPros are more expensive than $300, or certainly the latest ones are all more than $300. I think they're about $400. Mine was $400, the 7. So you're going to get 6,000 extra membership rewards points if you shop at GoPro. And then finally, Sam's Club on the Amex Gold. I've got this one, 4x membership rewards points at Sam's Club. So the Amex Gold, obviously it gets 4x at supermarkets. Okay, but Sam's Club is a wholesale club. It doesn't code as a supermarket or grocery store or whatever. So you're getting an additional 4 points plus the 1 point that you get, which makes 5 points per dollar. All right. Someone just said no sound. Can you guys just make sure you can hear me? Someone said sound is good, but now 2 people just said no sound. Oh my God, crazy screaming situation this today. So yeah, just leave a comment if you're getting sound or not. And okay, so the Sam's Club one, it is 12/31. Okay, so December 31 that ends on. So you've got actually quite a good opportunity if you're targeted for these Amex offers. You can get 5 membership rewards points back per dollar at both Sam's Club and ShopRite if you're into those 2 places. Okay, if you're not into them, then don't do it. Don't do it just for the rewards. But, there's one near your house. You might as well. All right, so let's move on. So I'll talk about, once I finish talking, I will answer anyone's questions as well. If you want to just leave questions in the chat, you can. And I'll try to answer them as best I can. Just remember, I'm not a walking encyclopedia. I know a lot about this stuff, but sometimes I got to look up things or look through the terms and conditions for you. So just bear with me if I have to look something up to answer your question. All right, now, I just booked a luxury 5-star hotel in Taiwan using the points from the Chase Inc. Preferred business card. That's my first business card to get. It's an 80,000 point sign-up bonus. So if you are looking for a business card that's not too much of a commitment, because it's only a $95 annual fee, and it does have a good sign-up bonus, I thoroughly recommend it. I actually earned over 95,000 points in the end because of all the spending I spent on travel. It's 3x on travel. So I ended up with 116,000 points when I transferred those points over to my Sapphire Reserve, and I did that because I wanted to use the travel portal, so it's 1.5x per dollar. And so I booked 5 nights at this hotel called the Regent, which is a IHG an IHG hotel. Someone just asked as well, do Chase Reserve points combine with the Chase Business points automatically? No, they don't combine automatically. So if you have used Amex cards and you've got the membership rewards earning cards, they actually all just pool into one account. If you have, for example, the gold, the platinum, the everyday, etc., they go into one account. With Chase, you have to actually transfer them between cards. So if you have the Chase, Freedom, you can transfer it to your Sapphire Reserve or Preferred. And if you have the Chase, any of the Chase business cards, you can also transfer those over. And so generally, if you're going to use the travel portal, it's good to transfer to the Sapphire Reserve because you get extra value. You get 1.5 cents per point in value. So I hope that answers your question. Now, where was I? Okay, so we're talking about this 5-star hotel. So it's called the Regent, R-E-G-E-N-T, Regent Taipei. It's a luxury hotel in Taiwan. The price I got actually included breakfast. It's about 20,000 Chase points a night. The average price for it, it's over $300 a night. So that makes sense at 1.5. Sammy says hi from Chicago. Hi, Sammy. Okay, now, so we got a great price, and it includes breakfast. Now, breakfast at these hotels is normally about $25 per person, so it's like $50 per person, $50 every morning, all right, for 2 people, maybe slightly less for kids. You're talking like $60 total. So if you can pay just a little bit more points and get free breakfast every morning for like 5 mornings, it's usually a better deal. Obviously, you've got to do the math and work it out, see if it is a better deal. But it was like 1,000 or 2,000 points extra, which is worth like maybe if it is 2,000 points, that'd be like $30 versus say 60. So it's free breakfast for everyone in your room. It's going to cost about $60 per morning. So definitely better to go with the inclusive of breakfast price. I always, and even if it's the same value, if you have enough points to get breakfast with points and you don't want to shell out the cash on it, you want your trip to be as free as possible, then it feels better just to have the whole thing free on points. Okay, so that is tips. Some of the Chase, when you go in the Chase travel portal, you'll get different price options for different hotels, and some of them will include breakfast. So it's a really great thing if you can do that. And should I cancel an old Amex? Thanks for the super chat, by the way. Should I cancel an old Amex and apply for a new one? Well, it'd be better if you can be a little bit more specific about what exactly you want to do. Maybe you can write another comment. Canceling old cards are, sometimes it kind of hurt your credit if you cancel a card because you lose the amount of credit limit on your account, you lose the lines of credit, etc. But so you could, a lot of people downgrade their card instead. So if you're thinking, like, for example, if you've got a card that's costing you money, in an annual fee, and you downgrading it to a free card, a no annual fee card, could be a better option. Sometimes there isn't a no annual fee card available. So if you're on the gold, you could downgrade to the green, which is $95 a year. If you've got like the everyday preferred, you could downgrade to the everyday, which is free, no annual fee. And yeah, obviously with Amex, each card is a once in a lifetime opportunity for the sign-up bonus. So if you close your card, you can't reopen the same one and get another sign-up bonus in the future. So you'd have to go for a different Amex card. But yeah, basically, that could be a good option. Either close or downgrade the one, preferably downgrade if there's a free option so that you don't affect your credit score with that. And then, you could apply for a new one. There's a lot of good sign-up bonuses out there right now with American Express. A little tip as well is to use incognito mode on your browser to look for, say you're searching the gold card, often a 50,000 point sign-up bonus will come up if you're using incognito mode. Otherwise, it's a bit lower. So yeah, all right. So I was talking about the hotel. So we're going there for 5 nights in January. I hope that answers your question. If it didn't totally answer your question, just feel free to write a little bit extra in the chat there. I'll look out for your name. So we're going there in January. I won't say exactly when it is because I don't like to tell people exactly when when I'm going to be in a certain place. But anyway, we will be. All right, hey man, I saw some of your videos teaching Chinese. Never know other things. Yeah, we do have a learning Chinese channel called Learn Chinese Now. I worked on that for many years. Chinese was my major in college. So, but I don't do that anymore because it's just too hard to make money teaching Chinese. The ads don't pay very much, and so I came and did credit cards instead. Credit cards did happen to be a hobby as well. Booking luxury travel with credit card points. So you kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. What do you think about travel partners with Chase and Jetblue? JetBlue isn't really a very good travel partner in that the way the points convert over. I think with Amex, let me see. I have to check it. It's a while since I've looked at this, but with Amex, I know that they don't convert 1-to-1. Let's have a look at with Chase whether they're converting 1-to-1 or not. How do I find it? With Amex, it was it was 250 to 200. Currently Amex transfer at least. Oh, okay. So Chase is doing 1-to-1. Yeah. Okay. So if it's 1-to-1, it's better than what Amex has been doing up till now, transferring over to JetBlue. But JetBlue points still probably aren't the best use of your Chase points actually, because you generally can't get that high value out of JetBlue points. You can get about, I think I've got about 1.2 cents in value out of JetBlue points by transferring. So it's actually not that good. If you think, I booked the Japan Airlines business class Sky Suites, and I got exactly 2 cents in value from Chase points. And then you're talking about booking JetBlue, and you're only getting like 1.2, maybe 1.4 cents in value. So it's not the best value. But there are a lot more kind of factors, because JetBlue might have the route you want, or you might just love JetBlue Mint business class and not care about the value, So that can be a factor. I flew JetBlue from here to New York to Grand Cayman, and the reason was just because it had a direct flight, and at the times that I wanted. There were other airlines. I could have done business class with American Airlines and stopped in Florida, right? But JetBlue had a direct flight, so even though I got worse value out of the points, it was the itinerary I want. So there's a lot of factors, It's not always just what gets the best value, okay? All right, let me have a look. Read my text. Do you like the Cash App? The Cash App, oh, okay. So this person says, who was asking about the Amex, okay, thanks very much, I'm going to downgrade. Cool, glad you like the advice. Cool. You can leave a chat without paying $2 actually, because I'll remember your name. So if you write something else that you don't have to pay, I'll try and see your name. But thank you anyway. It's very kind. Okay, so who are we talking about? I wanted to answer someone's question. Yeah, the Cash App. So the Cash App is an interesting app. It's got a benefit for coffee shops, I believe, which gives you like a certain amount of money off coffee. Yeah, and I kept meaning to do a video about it because I bumped into some guy. Well, I used to live in Secaucus, New Jersey, just across the river from New York. I can say that now. I never used to tell people where I lived, but now I can because I've moved. So, all right. So this Cash App, it gives you, basically it's an app. It actually gives you a debit card as well. But it's, you get, $1 off at coffee shops, It's actually a pretty cool app, all right? $1 off at any coffee shop. It's kind of cool. It's also got, I think, a benefit with Chipotle, and it's got Shake Shack, 10% off some of the stuff. I can't remember it anyway, but this guy I bumped into when I lived in Secaucus, he was raving about it, this police officer who lived there. And he watched the show, he watched the Credit Shifu, and he was like, oh yeah, the Cash App, you got to do a video on the Cash App. So I will do a video on the Cash App. People keep reminding me of this, and yeah, I will do it. And also, we were talking about JetBlue earlier as well, and someone, Yuri, just pointed out you can book JetBlue via the UR portal at 1.5 cents per point. So if the price is the same, because remember, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes you look on their website and it's a lower price than in the travel portal. But if the price is the same, then you could book the same itinerary. But I've searched JetBlue availability on the travel portal, and often it doesn't, not that much shows up. So, all right. What do you think is a good no annual fee Amex card? Depends what you want to spend on, but the everyday card is a good no annual fee Amex card. Just remember, you can only downgrade within the same system. So if you've got the gold, you can downgrade to the green. If you've got the everyday preferred, you can downgrade to everyday. If you've got, say, the Hilton Surpass card, you can downgrade to the regular Hilton card. It has to be within the same series of cards, okay? But yeah. Would you recommend the Radisson cards at all? Very interesting cards. Okay, Radisson cards I haven't actually looked at. It's one of the less well-known, hotel programs. Let me have a look at this. Radisson card, official site. Radisson Rewards Visa card. Okay, so this is actually a little bit of an obscure card. But hey, it's possible, yeah. All right, this can be something I looked into. So Radisson, they own, obviously, Radisson Hotel, Park Inn, slightly lesser known hotels. But, sometimes these slightly more obscure hotel cards can actually give you even better deals. So yeah, I'll look into that. Maybe that can be a future video. Maybe we can also do a video on the sort of lesser known hotel cards. For example, Radisson, Wyndham, Club Carlson as well. I'm a member of Club Carlson. I don't even know my status with it, but a lot of people just concentrate on Marriott, Hilton, and Hyatt. Those are like the three real big ones. Okay, let's see. All right. So I'll answer a few more questions, but first let's just talk about just a little recap on the Amex Green. So I do think that the Amex Green refresh is imminently coming out. I think it's probably going to be this week. Someone also messaged me saying that Amex is, they're reporting earnings, the company, this week, okay, for investors. So I'm just looking up when their earnings call is actually. Q3, Friday, October 18th. So, someone pointed out that this, because yesterday we did a video about a little bit of leaked information about the green card. If you haven't seen it, check it out on our channel. It's the most recent video apart from this one, and the two other failed live streams. But yeah, their earnings call for their investors is in October 18th. So it would make sense that they will perhaps announce the green card, the revamped green, on that earnings call. Maybe, okay, that would make sense, kind of lined up. And they did say the new green card is coming out in fall. It's most definitely fall right now. I was cleaning out leaves in the garden today in the backyard. So, I think it's possible. Would you accept an Amex Censure invite and why? No, Alfred. Thank you for the super chat, first of all. It's much appreciated. But no, definitely at my level of wealth, I would not accept it because it is $10,000 in the first year. And then it's $2,500 every year after that. If it had a huge sign-up bonus, like I have heard, things like a 180,000 point sign-up bonus, possible. But no, I don't think I'm wealthy enough for the Centurion. It is prohibitively expensive. They only really want very high net worth individuals. So, to shell out, say, $10,000 in your first year and then $2,500 every year after that, you need to make sure that you're getting value out of the card, okay? And at the moment, I could get so much more value on spending, say, $550 for the Amex Platinum, $595 or however much it is for the Business Platinum, $450 for the Sapphire Reserve, spending on all these other cards, chasing business, city prestige. I could get way more value out of that for me, for my travel habits. A lot of the things about the Centurion is it's about prestige. And it's also about if you are a frequent business traveler, there are a lot of very useful things. Like the concierge is quite good, and they also have a service where they'll like meet you at the airport when you arrive at a certain place and basically arrange ground transportation for you. They do this at over 50 airports worldwide. You get like Delta Medallion status. So if you fly Delta regularly, it's a great way to get status, all that kind of stuff. But a lot of the stuff, it wouldn't apply to me. So no, at the moment I wouldn't accept an invite, but I don't think I would be invited either. You have to spend over about $250,000 to $300,000 a year on your other Amex cards, before they're going to send you an invite. I'm definitely not at that level, so no, I wouldn't accept the invite. But not if you have the invite. You got to think about it for yourself. It might be valuable for you if you're a regular business traveler. I don't know. It could be. In Europe, you don't have metal Amex cards, only Censure. And yeah, sorry about that, Luca. I know in Europe they don't have the metal ones. In the US, it seems every card wants to be metal these days, so it's been a trend in the US. If some other cards in Europe start doing it, Amex will probably switch theirs to metal as well. Look, even the IHG Rewards card that I got is metal. Although apparently a lot of people have been complaining that they've changed it to plastic, but we at least got a metal one. Okay, let's see if there's any more questions. And all right, read my text. What is it you recommend for me when I turn 18 years old? Where should I build my credit score up? Like, what bank should I go to? Well, if you're under 18, first thing I'd recommend is just go to your dad or your mom and say, if they've got a credit card, ask to be added as an authorized user, right? But if they don't trust you having their credit card, just say to them, hey, don't give me the physical card, all right? Just add me to your card as an authorized user, and then when the card gets delivered, you can take it and cut it up. But, that credit history and those on-time payments and everything will go onto your credit report. So it shows up as a credit line on your report, even though you're not actually physically spending with the card, okay? It's a great way, and it gives your parents, peace of mind, because they're not actually giving you a card that you can spend on. They're just adding you as an authorized user, but then keeping the card that you're benefiting from the history. And so then once you're over 18 and you get your own card, and yeah, he's done videos. Someone just said, Elijah, he's done videos on this before. So yeah, you can look back through my old videos. I think the For Beginners How to Build Credit playlist has content that basically tells you all the stuff about this. You can also search best authorized user cards for building credit on my channel, because not all authorized user cards are created equal. Some don't report to all the bureaus, etc. So there's a few things to consider. So you can search those videos on my channel. But I would say if you're under 18, see if you can get on your parents' card as an authorized user. What do you think the annual fee will be on Amex Green? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they increased it slightly, because they did that with the gold. But we got to see what the benefits are. If they have added Amazon Prime, which was one of the things that was rumored to be added, okay, and the away luggage thing, that was a rumor and it's turned out to be correct. So, if they are adding Amex Prime, I wouldn't be, Amazon Prime, I wouldn't be surprised if if the annual fee increases, okay? So I wouldn't be surprised if it increases, but I don't think it's going to increase that much. Remember, the gold is $250, so it can't be as high as the gold. I think it could go up to $150, maybe. But I also wouldn't be surprised if it stayed the same. It really depends on what they add. Thoughts on hotel versus airline cards? Yeah, that's actually a good video to do. I've done a video called Why Hotel Cards Give You the Best Rewards. I would say if you're new to the credit card game, hotel cards are definitely going to provide the best value to you, especially if you have lower spending and you don't necessarily want to travel so far. Hotel cards, it's just much easier to book because there are generally no blackout dates, and you can do two-player mode really well with hotel cards. Okay, with airplane cards you can't, because one person, one seat, one amount of points. Okay, so if one person's seat is 50,000 points, two people's seat will be 100,000 points. But with a hotel, you're generally just paying for the room. So if one person is in the room, it's say 30,000 points a night. If two people are in the room, it's still 30,000 points a night. So if you and your loved one, your spouse, your boyfriend or girlfriend both get the card, right? You both get a sign-up bonus. You've got double number of points, and you can really stay double the number of nights in that hotel because you're sharing the room. So two people use the same amount of points as one person. As one person. So. Hotel cards definitely great for people who are starting out. Airline cards, I favor transferable point cards actually, but airline cards can be great in that if you want to have like free check bags and priority boarding, business class check-in, that kind of thing on your favorite airline that you fly a lot, then airline cards are great for that. I haven't done that because I tend to fly quite a few different airlines. I don't really, when I go to Europe, I go British Airways. In America, I fly American Airlines. I occasionally go on Jetblue, etc. But yeah, All right, so a lot of people talking about this Amazon with Amex Amazon thing. If it does include Amazon, Amazon will obviously be giving Prime membership to them at a discounted rate, so they wouldn't necessarily lose money. Oh, someone's asking about the Charles Schwab Investor Card. That's kind of an obscure card. Let's check that out, okay? Let's just have a look at that, because this is one of the 2 American Express cards from Charles Schwab. There's the Charles Schwab Amex Platinum, which is quite a famous card. It's gets you 1.25 cents per point in cashback. So a lot of people like to use that as a way to get cashback out of Amex. The Investor card is much more basic. It's just sort of like a cashback card that pays into your Charles Schwab account, and there's a $200 statement credit for a sign-up bonus. You have to spend $2,000 though to get that. So that's really a high spending requirement for the card. And it just earns unlimited 1.5% cash back, but it's automatically deposited into your Schwab account. So, if you're an investor and you just, you don't really want travel rewards, you just want a way to easily kind of build up Charles Schwab, money in your Charles Schwab. Flashpoint Capital says he just did a video on it. So yeah, you could go and check out this video by Flashpoint Capital. I don't know the quality of it, but hey, give him a like, go and check out their video. He says he's just done a video on it, so check it out. So yeah, it's basically like the Chase Freedom Unlimited, but the cashback goes into your Charles Schwab account. So, could be good. Okay, let's see if we've got... I think I'm going to finish up this live stream in just a few minutes, because we've already been on here for like 20 minutes. 26 minutes, and try not to keep these things too long. I have the Amex BCE and the Chase Freedom. Any suggestions for a third card with no or smaller annual fee? Well, for a third card, if you're under 524, if you only have those 2 cards, I would recommend to get Chase cards for your 3rd, 4th, and 5th card, just because once you're above 524, you can't get it. You can't get any more Chase cards. So I would maybe go for the Sapphire Preferred or Sapphire Reserve, or if you like the look of any of their Chase Hotel cards or something like that, you could go for it. You say you don't want a huge annual fee, so maybe Sapphire Preferred is just $95, or there are some hotel cards from Chase, like Marriott Bonvoy. There's a free one that you could get. But yeah, just look at Chase cards because you're under 524. Someone's asking, if you're over 524, can you go into a branch and they could approve? It's not really that likely if you're over 524 that you could get approved just by going into a branch, but you are correct in saying that the only ways to get around the 524 rule will be if you are either pre-approved, okay, like targeted for an offer. That you can sometimes get that even if you're with 524. And in addition, if you go into a branch and you have like a private banker, yeah, you can, they can bypass 524. So basically that's what you can do. So it is possible to get around 524 in branch, but it's by no means guaranteed that if you just go into a Chase branch and be like, hey, I'm over 524, but can I get the, whatever card? It's not guaranteed at all. Any advice for a card for my college grad daughter who will do the expat thing in Rome, Italy? Okay, well, you definitely want a card with no foreign transaction fees. So, you're going to be looking at, if you want a card that's kind of like low on, low annual fee or no annual fee, but has no foreign transaction fees, cards by Capital One can be good. So Capital One, all their cards have no foreign transaction fees. But it really depends on what you're looking for in it. Sometimes in Europe as well, they require, they do chip and pin, not just chip. So there are some situations in Europe, normally it's only when you're using a vending machine that they require a PIN. So there used to be, there are some US credit cards that actually have a PIN. Let me see if I can just get you some information on that. Top chip and PIN cards of 2019. Look, the Points guy did something on it. So basically there's a list of cards that have PIN capability. And yeah, you can actually you can actually take a look at his article on it. So I would just say search in Google top chip and PIN cards 2019, and actually Points Guy has an article. There's only like 4 cards or even 3 cards, but yeah, Bank of America Premium Rewards card. It actually has, it's a $95 annual fee, but it assume it has no foreign transaction fees, and similar to Barclays, okay, all Bank of America cards have PIN capability. However, you must manually request a PIN through your online account. So Bank of America is good if you want to use chip and PIN, and it's actually not totally 100% required in Europe. And also someone has just said, just use a mobile wallet abroad and you don't need chip and PIN, and that is true. I discovered that in the UK. You know, sometimes self-service checkouts in supermarkets, they'll require a PIN, but if you just whip out your iPhone and you use mobile wallet, you use Apple Pay, you do not require a PIN. So it's a really good way to get around it. I found that out as a little hack because the lines in this supermarket in England were really long, but no one's using the self-service checkouts. First time I did it, I realized I needed a PIN. I was like, oh man. And then I was like, wait a minute, what if I use Apple Pay? And it's true. If you use Apple Pay, okay, so Robert Taylor has been asking about the CMB Crystal card. Now, $1,000 travel credit, the changes to it. Actually, I don't know what the changes are, so I can't respond on this live stream. But hey, maybe this will be something we'll do a video about. The CMB Crystal card, if you guys don't know, it's a premium credit card. It's a high annual fee. It's like $450 or $500 or something. I've only talked about it in one video before where I compared all of the premium cards like Amex Platinum. You know, Billy says thanks Apple for the Apple Pay thing. I'll come back to the card to use abroad in just a moment. But yeah, the CMB Crystal card. So if you don't know, it's an interesting card to check out. It has quite a big travel credit, etc., but there have been some changes to it. So maybe we'll have a video on that later this week, but I won't answer the question right now. Sorry, Robert, because I have to look into it and I don't know. So just going back to a card to use in Europe, so that's something to consider. All Barclays and Bank of America cards you can request a PIN on, but it's not automatic. You probably have to request it. And obviously you want the card to have no foreign transaction fees. Visa and MasterCard are definitely better to go for than American Express, because American Express often isn't accepted in Europe. Discover, I'm not sure, it's more accepted in Europe, but it doesn't have as much overseas acceptance as Visa and MasterCard. So I definitely do a Visa and MasterCard, probably Bank of America or Barclays, if you want to have PIN, but PIN isn't totally required. It's only in some like vending machines sometimes or self-service checkouts that you really need it. Otherwise they'll just do a signature. They'll look at you weirdly when you come for a card with a signature, but they'll still accept a signature. So it's not 100% required. But also if your daughter, I think it was daughter, son or daughter, I think it was daughter, if your daughter wants to have a bit of a better experience like at the airport and stuff, you might want a card that gives lounge access. But then again, you could recommend that. I could recommend the Chase Sapphire Reserve because it has a travel credit, $300. So if you're going to be buying flight tickets, paying with money anyway, you're going to get $300 back from that travel credit. So basically, you're paying $150 a year, and you're getting like airport lounge access, and which would be kind of nice. But and also global entry, which can expedite when you come back to the US. It makes it much quicker to get back into the US. You don't have to wait in long lines. Okay, so Luca says Discover is accepted less than Amex in the EU. So yeah, don't go for Discover. Go for Visa and MasterCard if you're going to the EU. Someone was asking about UK card just unveiled. A $23,000 payment card made from solid gold. All right, that might be something worth doing a video about. Let's have a look. All right, I promise I'm going to end this live stream very soon. The UK just unveiled a $23,000 payment card made from solid gold. All right, I'm gonna have to do something on this. Maybe this could be tomorrow's video, but we'll definitely take a look at this, okay? And so look out for a video on this in a few days' time. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up the live stream there. Does Chase require you to have a bank account with them? No, they do not require you to have a bank account with them to get a card, but it might help you, okay? It might help you because it means you've got a good relationship with them. The way you pronounce daughter isn't British enough. Daughter. Okay, guys, so thank you very much for watching the live stream. I'm going to try and make it a weekly thing, just sort of going over a few topics, answering some questions, etc. If you haven't heard about the Amex Gold, a little leak that happened, Amex Green, you can check out our previous video on that, and just wait for a, some more news to come out about it. Yuri just said Altitude Reserve is the best card for the EU. Okay, I don't know why that is, but that might be something you can look into. All right, guys, let's finish. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we will see you next time. All right, bye-bye.